Breaking news. Gene Hackman's pacemaker stopped 9 days before he and wife Betsy Arakawa were found dead, police reveal. Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found dead more than a week after the late Hollywood star's pacemaker stopped tracking his heart's movements. An initial interrogation was conducted of Mr. Hackman's pacemaker. This revealed that his last event was recorded on February 17, 2025. Santa Fe County Sheriff Adan Mendoza said during a press conference Friday. "I was advised that a more thorough investigation will be completed." The sheriff pointed out that the pathologist who shared the preliminary findings with him at 2 p.m. local time Friday said they believed Hackman's last day of life was February 17 based on the pacemaker data. Mendoza also revealed that both individuals tested negative for carbon monoxide. However, an official cause of death has yet to be determined for Hackman and Arakawa. Santa Fe County Sheriff Adan Mendoza spoke about Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's deaths during a press conference Friday. The sheriff also noted that it's unclear at this time whether Hackman or Arakawa died first, as they are still working on piecing together the timeline. Mendoza was joined by Santa Fe Fire Chief Brian Moya, who did not give any additional statements. The latest update in the investigation comes after Hackman, 95, Arakawa, 64, and one of their 3 dogs were found dead inside their New Mexico home Wednesday at about 1:45 p.m. local time. An individual arrived to perform maintenance on the residence, became concerned after receiving no answer, and contacted neighborhood security to conduct a welfare check, read a Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office press release previously obtained by Page 6. Security then checked on the residence and observed Hackman and Arakawa on the ground unresponsive through a window and called 911. The front door was unlocked, per police. However, no foul play was suspected. A sheriff's office spokesperson told Page 6 earlier Friday that there did not appear to have been any criminal activity, but nothing was ruled out. The deaths had also been deemed suspicious. The rep added that investigators interviewed at least one of the maintenance workers, though no suspects had been named. Mendoza later shared on the Today Show that it is possible Hackman and Arakawa had been dead for several days, or even a couple of weeks, given the state in which their bodies were found. A search warrant obtained by multiple outlets showed Arakawa had begun to decompose, with mummification in her hands and feet and bloating in her face. She was reportedly found on the floor of the bathroom with pills scattered around the countertop. "That's obviously very important evidence," Mendoza said on Today, adding, "We're looking at that specifically and other medications that were possibly in the residence. So that is something of concern." CNN reported Friday that police confiscated multiple medicines, including Tylenol, a thyroid medication, and diltiazem, which is a calcium channel blocker used to treat high blood pressure or chest pain. Mendoza said at the press conference Friday that due to HIPAA laws, he could not release details about the medication found on the counter. He also confirmed they obtained 2 cell phones, but said they were working with other agencies to access them at a later time. Not many details have been provided about the state of Hackman's body, but he was also on the ground in a separate room near the kitchen. It is suspected he fell, as his sunglasses were reportedly by his body. The press release Page 6 obtained showed that there were no signs of external trauma to either individual, citing preliminary autopsy results. The full autopsy findings are expected in a few weeks. Board-certified forensic pathologist Priya Banerjee told Page 6 exclusively Friday that it is too early to determine a cause of death, as there are too many variables. She noted that Arakawa's body could have been decomposing due to the temperature inside the house. The pathologist also pointed out that the dog who died was inside a crate or kennel in the closet, so it likely dehydrated. She says the 2 other canines who survived could have been in a separate part of the large compound and therefore were unaffected. Mendoza confirmed in the press conference Friday that Santa Fe Animal Control worked with Hackman and Arakawa's family members to secure the safety of the 2 surviving dogs. It was previously reported that the relatives believed that their loved ones had died from carbon monoxide poisoning, but the fire chief has noted in his reports and interviews that his staff found no evidence of a leak. A gas company also found no signs of carbon monoxide in the home. Per their press release, The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office still ordered carbon monoxide and toxicology tests for the late Hollywood star and the classical pianist.